In this video, I'm reviewing the Razor Claw 3 from Discmania. We're gonna throw it forehand, backhand, all different angles so you can figure out if this disc should have a spot in your bag or not. Welcome to the Flippy James Disc Golf channel. My name is James. If you like course reviews, disc reviews, and all around average disc golf, then hit subscribe because you're in the right place. So the Razor Claw 3 is the first Razor Claw that I've ever thrown or owned. Quick shout out to Ben from Just Ben Discin'. He let me have this disc for this review for the release date, so thank you to Ben. I'm here on hole 18 of a course that I play often. On this hole, I usually forehand a zone. I did do a review of the Castaplast Jarn versus the zone and the Harp. So after you watch this video, if you want to compare the Razor Claw 3 to either of those three discs, I will leave a link in the description for you to check that out. First thing I'm gonna do is throw this like I do my zone when I play this hole. I'm gonna throw it on forehand, then I'm gonna come back and throw it on a backhanded flex shot. Then we will move to an open field where you can get a better idea of all the different angles this disc will fly on. I can already confirm that it is more overstable than my zone. All right, now for the flex shot, and if you're wondering why I wouldn't just throw a hyzer, we have a Mando on this hole right here where this yellow pole is. So that held that ante line a little bit longer than I expected, but it did hook up and start coming back. Now we're over here at the field. I'd love to know, when you watch disc reviews, would you prefer the review be done on holes that disc would be used for, or do you like it in a more open field like this? Let me know in the comments. So I'm gonna throw the Razor Claw 3 on hyzer, flat, and anhyzer backhand and forehand. Then I'm gonna come back and give you my thoughts on this disc. So the hyzer throw really held that line and then kind of dumped at the end. The flat shot stayed straight for a lot longer than I expected. It had a really nice finish left. The anhyzer throw stabled up at the end of the flight and then kind of dumped left. I think if I keep that anhyzer throw a little bit lower and throw it harder, it's going to catch up and fade out left more versus when I threw it real high and not as much power. All right, we're gonna run down there, grab the disc, and throw forehands back this way. So on the backhand throws, we had some wind, but it wasn't ever doing just one thing. It's kind of swirly. Now that we're over here, we do have a headwind, so I think this will be a great opportunity to show you the forehand, because I think that's what a lot of people are gonna use this disc for and really want to be able to trust it in a headwind. I wasn't expecting it to hit the cart path again. I'm gonna scoot over for the next throw so I don't just tear up the disc on the first day. But one thing to take note of with that throw was that it was on hyzer out of my hand, maybe a little bit wobbly, and that headwind pushed it up flat. Stayed flat, but it never turned over, and it definitely started coming back. So let's throw a flat shot. Try to. My forehand's flat, kind of. Do my best. For the flat shot, the wind wasn't as strong as it was for the hyzer shot, so it stayed really flat for a long time and then started to fade out at the end, just like the disc should, really. That's not good. Again. So I did throw it on a forehand and hyzer on the way back here just to see if it was the wind. It didn't really want to fight out as much as it did backhand for me. I don't know if I'm putting too much angle on it, but we're gonna give it one more throw and hyzer forehand, see if it will hook up for us. That was way more of the line that I expected it to take. So for the feel of the disc, I kind of want to compare it to the Jarn that I threw because it has this little angle of a groove, sort of similar to the Harp. I do want to say that I prefer a zone better because it is flat here instead of at a groove. I explain this and kind of go more into detail in the video where I compare the Jarn, the zone, the Harp. This has a bit of a deeper dish than the Jarn, so I do prefer that feel in my hand for backhands. For forehands, I think I'm going to be sticking with the zone, but that's not to say I wouldn't want to throw this on a hole where I know I'm going to throw it on hyzer or maybe even flat, and I definitely wanted to come back. It just didn't treat me as well Anheuser on some of those throws when I threw it forehand. Let me know in the comments if you bag a tactic, and if so, which one. If this video helped you decide that the Razor Claw 3 might be for you or not, please let me know in the comments or give this video a like. Subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos and more disc reviews, and we'll see you in the next one.